Lisa Scott and summer student Heather are testing the waters quite literally for a potential invader to the Okanagan.
We are setting up an artificial substrate, or you could call it an artificial reef, to see if potentially there are in fact zebra or quagga mussels, the invasive mussels we don't want here.
The zebra and quagga mussels are not believed to be in our waters as of yet, and for everyone's sake, they hopefully never will.
If they ever were to arrive, they could have huge economic and environmental costs to the Okanagan and other areas of British Columbia.
As well, I'm going to put
In addition to the artificial substrate, summer student Heather is also using this device called a plankton toe. It's to check for any microscopic quagga or zebra mussels in the larval stage, as the invasive species can reproduce up to 1 million young per year. Of course, the Okanagan has its own native mussels, but none quite like these.
None of our native mussels and clams will attach to a hard surface, but the zebra and quagga mussels have these little sticky threads there. They have a glue-like substance on them, and so they will, that allows them to attach to the hull of a boat or a dock or an anchor, essentially anything that's in the water.
It's believed the quagga and zebra mussels arrived in the east coast of North America in the 1980s. None that we know are in BC as of yet, but in 2007 they made their way into the western waters of Utah, Nevada, and California.
Ultimately, their movement from lake to lake is a consequence of us as humans not properly inspecting, cleaning, draining and drying our boats and all our water-related equipment.
If quagga and zebra mussels were to arrive in the Okanagan, the consequences could be severe, affecting everything from the natural ecosystem, fishing industries, tourism, to even a simple walk on the beach.
When the mussels die, their shells will wash up onto beaches and they are razor sharp. So much so that people can no longer walk barefoot on beaches in the Great Lakes area where the mussels are very prolific.
And to prevent these invasive species from arriving, boaters of the Okanagan need to be aware.
If they leave the area and go to another lake, and then when they return, when they take their boats out, if they can properly prepare them before they travel from the standpoint of hosing them down and hosing out their water intakes and other little crevices that you can find on the boat and the trailer and that sort of thing, you know, that's something that's very important.
It's important to properly inspect, feel the outside of the boat, because when the larvae are young, they're still very small, but when they first start to attach to hard materials like the hull of a boat, it feels like sandpaper. So we encourage people to feel their boat, properly clean them, drain them, and dry them.
If you think you've spotted a zebra or quagga mussel, please call 1-877-952-7277. And for more info on the invasive species, you can visit www.don'tmoveamussel.ca. From Vernon, BC, for Go Okanagan, I'm Kevin Chirac.